No, you're fine. Here we go. Hey, we're live. Woo, doggies.
Working for the weekend. Want to see your show? I flip on the book of faith. Yeah, I want to go. There's a man on there into the music scene, showing lots of love. What you love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see.
Who that?
All around town. Radio show.
Welcome to Guess What Ceris is Eating on a Topic Tuesday. Just Food Topic Tuesday. It is Food Topic Tuesday today. And we are live at 5, baby. Your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. We're here. Welcome. Are you sleepy?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sleepy. Yeah,
this weather sucks for that. I mean, I just want to take a nap.
It's knocking me out.
I know, I hate it. And the time change right before. I mean, it's all got me screwed up. Let's get back to the theme for a minute.
It's the Weekend Review.
Hot topics coming for you.
Hi, friends. Hi, Heather. Hi, Bill. Hi, Bill. Hi, Bill. There's 3 Bills in a row.
Bill.
Billy. Hi, guys. Hi, Heather.
Wild Bill Video and Pie
Hi,
Guy.
Zach.
Bill Berkey. Good pictures I saw, Berkey. Good stuff.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Melody.
Billy Sutherland is in the house. He asked what we're eating tonight, Ceris. Tell him what
fruit.
you're eating.
I have a bowl of fruit.
A bowl of fruit. Isn't that special?
Yes.
Yes. It is Veterans Day. Thank you all veterans.
Thank you all veterans.
We appreciate you and the fact that we can do this in a free country. I mean, honestly, we wouldn't be able to do this otherwise.
Right.
So we're proud of our veterans and we thank them for their service. Some gave a lot more than others and gave that ultimate sacrifice as well. So thank you to those who are veterans. And that's it for the theme song today.
Hi, Eric. I hope you're feeling a little better.
There is Glenn, who is a vet. He's a veteran as well. Navy vet, I believe.
My Bob
is our Erica ill?
She's not feeling well.
Puny?
I was going to go visit her with the puppies today, but she's sick.
Yeah, a lot of that going on.
The congestion.
Yeah, a lot of that sinus valley Gina had it the other night too, she said.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
What else we got? Melody's in the house. Tina Reed Ramsey's here from O'Connor's Irish Pub. Thank you for joining us. Zach Sweeney is in the house. How's it going, Zach? John Esper's joined the party. Hi, John. And Heather's here. And Edward Sawicki in the house. It was so pleasant to spend a little time with Edward Sawicki at the Bell and the Bear Customer Appreciation Party without his camera. He was just relaxed and, he was there with his wife. It was lovely. It was lovely. That was a nice event, Ceris. Thank you for putting that on.
Yeah. And sorry that if not everybody got the invite, that wasn't meant on purpose. I just suck at inviting. So I told everybody to just make sure to let me know. Right. I didn't want to mention that. Sorry.
Well, there's Bob Klein. Hi, Bob. Bill Klein checking in, as he said. He's going to be Bill today, too. Everybody's Bill today. I'm Bill. Do you know I'm really Bill?
Are you?
I am. My first name is William. My middle name is Scott. But there's a host of Williams in my family. My dad's Bill. His dad was Bill. And I could go
my
on and on.
name's Bill, too?
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bill me now or bill me later.
It's my mom's name was Bill and my dad's name was Bill.
Yeah.
And my uncle's name was Bill. My dog's name was Bill.
Daisy said Daisy. Daisy says, Mom's lying. Yes. Hey,
Yeah, everybody,
Erica.
we have Friendsgiving on Sunday. I should just mention that here since I failed to do that about the customer appreciation party. But Friendsgiving is coming this Sunday. I provide some meat so you guys can bring some sides or whatever.
Just can't beat Ceris's meat. She'll provide that.
Some good meat.
Absolutely. First name.
Dalla.
Make you hot.
Bill,
hey, it's Hot Topic Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the program, and thanks for joining us today. And John's being a little pushy here. John is asking what the hot topic is today already. John, we like to have a little dialogue at the beginning, just a little fun and games, and we like to watch Ceris eat. So understand that. That's all part of this.
Guys, tune into my OnlyFans and watch me eat.
Yes. That's OnlyFans, the eating version that you can find. It's like ESPN, the Ocho.
But I'm eating.
Yes, OnlyFans eating version, and don't take that the wrong way. But Ceris, yeah, that didn't sound good. So you have hi Stefan, good to see. It was great to see you over the weekend. He's wonderful. I love Stefan.
His butt on Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday.
Can we for a minute?
That is how you do a debut.
Oh my
gosh. Damn. Okay.
It's like
not expecting that.
The major league team stepped up to the plate and hit a home run on the first pitch. It was like crazy, man.
It was very impressive. Very impressive. I was not staffed correctly. I had to do some bar backing, which is fine. I don't care. But we were short staffed.
I love the fact that Abe's Lincoln just came in there and took the place by storm. They did. I mean, the people that had never seen him were like wowed by him, and the people that were there that had seen him before were like, "Yeah, this is cool. This is a great music venue." So
yeah, lots of
Daisy, fun.
Get your tushy down.
It was good. Ed says, "Darn tootin'." He was there. He knows it was an intense night. It was so fun. Casey Gomez. Hey, that's a great veterans picture of you, Casey. It is.
Thank you for your service, Casey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Megan said Saturday was so fun. Yeah, until y'all started picking on me. And then I left. I got the hell out.
I think I left before you.
You did. I didn't even get a chance to say, well, I didn't get a chance to say
I was there till 11:30 or 12.
I didn't get a chance to say bye at the Customer Appreciation Day. You Irish exited that one too. It was
just a party. And because I don't want anybody to think they weren't invited. It was just a gathering that, again, once I apologize. Get out of there.
Don't be uptight about it, people. You just missed out on a really great time. I'm just going to rub it in. No, it was really good. It was good. Angela Combs, fantastic. Rick Kern,
everybody
fantastic.
was invited. I just didn't get to it all. I was fucking busy.
It's crazy. And you can't invite everybody. I mean, that would take you forever. So it was your people that are there every single damn day is who it was. I mean, those people are in there no matter what. And that's cool. I like that. There's some fun people that I've gotten to know there. Good stuff. Let's see. Abe's Lincoln was great. Stefan said. Megan Miller was there, by the way, and her eyebrows. I got a great picture of her eyebrows, by the way. And yes, Erica said, great times. Abe's Lincoln killed it. It was a packed house, John. Thank you for that. Carl is in the house. Friday, CFG.
And they sounded good on Friday.
A lot of people that love that.
They sounded so good on Friday. I just love them.
All right, Heather, you're about to get banned from the page. I'm telling you, you're going to be banned from the page if you make a fist one more time in the comments. Oh,
why?
Lord, you don't know? Good. All right, we'll leave it at that. And yes, we'll leave. I'll tell you after the show. How's that?
Okay.
Hi, Valerie. Hi, Jimmy Kilroy. Thank you. Ed says definitely a fun group of regulars. Yeah, it definitely is there. So let's get to a hot topic today. You want to talk about oversaturation a little bit today? We've had a write-in about that several times, and we've never really gotten to it. We've mentioned it, but we've never really gotten to it. Let's talk about bands that tend to play so much that they're oversaturated, and then they don't draw many people because they've played 5 times in the same week and that kind of thing, and or 20 times a month and all that. What do you think about that? Is it, I mean, I know people do it for a living and they got to play, but
well, it drives me up the wall.
Drives me up the wall when they're next door Friday and Saturday. Yeah, that
one of the things that I like about Abe's Linking is they only play like 20 or 25 shows a year. So it's nice that they don't oversaturate the stuff. I'm also talking about musicians that are like, I'm in another band. I'm in another band. I'm in another band. I'm in another. Listen, I can't book all your bands. Nobody, like, there's only so many bands and so many, it's all the same thing. Like, it's too much. It's just too much.
There are a lot of, how do we put it? Mercenary musicians, I guess, for lack of a better term, that play in so many groups. So, like, I can't keep track.
2 groups, that's cool. You know what I mean? If they're all different, that's one thing. You know what I mean? But then I get in shit if I don't book their 4th band. And
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
Guys,
hi, Josh.
Not to be rude, but your first 2 bands don't pull that many people either. I'm not sure what you know.
What's up, Brandon?
I don't know. It's just, what's up, Brandon? So, hey, Jen, hey, Casey, hey, Josh, hey, Ed, hey, Valerie. Let's talk about
the term oversaturation, because I hear it a lot in the music community. A lot of people chat about that. And one thing I noticed, and I've mentioned it numerous times, is the bands that play a lot, and they play a lot in the same region. And, you know, on Friday night, they're 5 minutes down the road, and then they play this place 5 minutes up the road. And then on Thursday, they're playing a place that's a couple miles away. And that's tough. And it ends up being, I don't know, I can tell you the next song on their set list. Now that to me is not going to effectively draw a crowd. Eventually it's going to get old. Now there are band groupies. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. There are people who follow bands that would go religiously and never miss, and they sing along to every song. All that, great, fantastic people. But if I can tell you the next song in set number 2, when they're up there playing, there's a problem. I mean, you're not changing it up enough. You're not, you're playing way too frequently. And I know people got to make a living. People are going to dog me out for that. And I understand it. Let's see. Kevin's always got a spot on answer here. Product differentiate. He throws the big words out. I like that. And not playing back-to-back weekends or worse, back-to-back nights in the same area of town. He says, I have 5 projects aside from the jam. There's virtually no overlap in material, all shapes, sizes, types of establishment. You do. You're one of the most versatile people I know, that your other bands don't duplicate what the band, your big band does or any of that. So I don't have any problem with that. I like that idea. I mean, I'd come see you, but not the same area. Even if you're solo and you play the same area and then your band plays that next night within 5 miles of the same venue, I don't know. It just bugs me a little.
Well, I find it really upsetting. I know Under the Sun does a really, really, really good job of spreading out their areas. You know what I mean? But I think it's really shitty of bands. And some, there's some bands that I'm pretty close to that don't even care, but that will book a band at my bar and then book their show at my bar, and then the very next weekend or even the next night or whatever it is at the bar that's like 3 miles down the road, 5 miles down the road. And I'm just like, that's just shitty. That's just shitty. Like,
and you know what? I don't think it's sometimes consciously done to hurt a venue. I think it's just they're taking any gig they can grab, and they don't look at that calendar and think, okay, I'm playing the Bell and the Bear on Friday there, and it's 5 minutes down the road. I'm playing on Saturday. That's probably not good for me either. But I don't think when they're making their schedule, they even.
I think some of them don't care either.
Well, some of them are just I'm going to say this is going to piss people off, but I know some musicians, there's whores for money.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing they're worried about is making dollars and tips. And if you're a full-time musician, yeah, you gotta hit the grind. You got to do that. But I think Scotty Bratcher said too, they also undercut bands that play in an area once every 6 months. So somebody comes in and says, I'm only going to play this region once every 3 or 6 months. And then these bands are saying, oh, we'll do it for a lot less. Sometimes the bar owners are going to take them up on that because let's face it, it's not the best climate in the world right now for live local music when it comes to money. And a lot of bands charging big fees.
Big fees. And
that's a whole nother show. But Bob Klein kind of says it here. That's a two-edged sword too, Bob. If you travel 90 minutes away, you can play as much as you want and not have to play the same place twice. Very good. I agree. And I think it's wonderful. Like your band, I would come see your band 90 miles away from here. I'd come see your band if you were in my backyard. But a lot of bands that travel like that and go 90 minutes away don't draw anyone to the bar. So you've got to depend on that bar to fill your seats because nobody knows who you are. That's another big, tough situation. And
that's very tough.
That's just been proven.
Too. Yeah.
It's been proven over and over again. And I know people like to argue that point. Well, if you're a great band, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, you can. But I've known some fantastic bands. And let's talk about my friends from Ladder. They're from way up north of Dayton. And when they come south to Cincinnati, the few times they've played there, the first couple times they had, a pretty good crowd. They brought some people and people stayed the night and did all that. But eventually that kind of goes away because people just don't like driving an hour to go see a band and then driving home.
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't always work.
No, it just doesn't work. And I think, unfortunately, bands don't think, I honestly think some bands just think that these music venues are made of money and they don't think about it as a business, like that their band is a business, that these decisions are business, that everything's a business, that everything costs money. And I just don't think they're thinking about that because they're just they're so nonchalant in the fact where, well, we're traveling, we're out of town. So we're going to charge you more money.
Yeah.
Make that make sense. You're going to charge me more money because you're coming from out of town, which means you're not going to bring anybody, which means I'm quite literally not going to make money off of you, which means not only am I not going to make money off of you, but I'm actually going to spend more money to have you there. Make it make sense. Just doesn't work.
And I'm going to do the other side here and talk about a band up by me called Britches Down, who played Laurie's Roadhouse for their debut there. And they're a great country band. And they
had a whole bus come with them.
Two of them. They got two bus loads of people and they went in there. So they did the work. I mean, they worked hard to book those buses and get those people there. And what a great thing. I mean, they provided, they got the bus trip and everybody paid for the buses and it worked really well. And hats off to them for being innovative because most bands don't do that, when they go places. They're not bringing their tour with them. And Dewey's got a question because can anyone tell me why the West Side seems to have more bands and music venues? Has it always been that way? It's interesting. Ceris, are you considered East Side?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I would think, but not by much, but some. Yeah, I don't know. West Side's got some old established bars that have been there for years and years and years and years. And then
West Side seems like it's older, like it's got more history. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. And well, you look at Blue Note, it was not where it is now. It was originally, and it had been around for years and years. And the Naughty Pine and places like that that are West Side bars that tend to book a lot of bands. So that's interesting. But how far away do you need to be to not oversaturate? Let's get the musicians to answer that. What's your thought on that? How far away should you be playing if you play one place on a Friday night? How far away should you play on Saturday? I'd like to hear from some people and get their opinions on that one because that always comes up. And by me, I've got 4 venues that are within a stone's throw of where I live. And you'd be amazed at people who are playing Friday night in one and Saturday night in another. And it is detrimental to the venue and the band.
It is.
I mean, and especially you're going to draw more on a Saturday normally than you are on a Friday, depending. I mean, this time of year, college football, if there's an early day game and people are out partying and stuff, they probably are going home.
I agree, Casey.
What's Casey got to say? I'm going to get to it here. There's so many comments.
I agree. It's problematic. Saturating the market with the same or similar product is not a great move. Also, when musicians spread themselves thin, they limit the attention and participation they provide to each band. And I think you're being very polite with this. So I'm just going to say the impolite thing is they pick and choose which band is more important to them. And so the efforts they put into to which bands, their efforts are slim. I mean, I've run into that problem quite a bit. And it's noticeable when you go see them live, because it's like, why can't you do this when you play in this band? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. And you do. It is blatantly obvious. And what I like is what Kevin Cooper said earlier. His bands, and if you ever go see the Hanky Panks, or you go see Eyes Up Here, or you see Kevin Cooper solo, that, or the Fun Size, or any of those other bands that he's got going on, they are all different. And that's what I like about it. I can go see Eyes Up Here on a Sunday, and then the following week see the Hanky Panks, and it's a totally different show.
Yeah.
Which is great.
The Hanky Panks offer something that most bands don't. And they really need to start advertising that more, because a lot of people love that, is the fact that they take requests. Not many people love that. People love the interactive, listen to me.
They really do.
I want, Hi, beautiful Jamie.
I agree. I love that too.
Yeah.
Josh Baker says, we try to spread it out. We're also taking time this coming year to polish things and work on a secret project. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Josh.
I do notice you play you do spread yourselves out there, Josh. Was Dave Wade in here? Hi, Dave Wade. I thought I saw a comment from him.
Did he? I don't know. I'll look. I see Ed's got it too. He says, I like variety. I get burnt out if I see anyone act more than once every 2 months. I mean, I've got some favorites I love, and I would turn around and go see, Abe's Lincoln again in the next couple of weeks, because I like that band. I like Finding Melissa is another one that I go see. But again, sometimes it's out of convenience.
What's this Finding Melissa?
Me as a customer. That is Stephanie and Melissa and Kenny from the Contenders. Melissa and Kenny from the Contenders. Stephanie from White Knuckle Weekend. But they do a great harmony project. It's just beautiful. Gotcha. Yeah, it's wonderful. Now the rock band, the Contenders, that's one that you might look at someday. Good stuff. What's Kevin saying here? He says, I screwed up with this in the past. I look a lot of things now spread out the geography. Yeah. And don't book Westchester during Voice of America Country. Yeah. You got to look at those dates. You got to look at festivals. And I know Ceris does. You can't book in your bar a band that's an expensive band on a Saturday night during a local festival that is going to take your people.
Well, I mean, I try not to, but sometimes by the time they haven't booked their festival yet, by the time I start doing my booking, right. You have to book early.
There's Dave Wade.
But it's very rare that bands are expensive these days. So
yeah, and Megan kind of hits it on the head too here. Booking a band is like doing a puzzle, because all the pieces have to fit together, and not only the pieces for the bar and where you're playing before and all that, but you got 5 or 6 people in your band. They're the ones that, somebody will reach out to you and say, hey, I want to book you on this date. And you're like, okay, I put it out to the band, and one guy, I'm going to be out of town that weekend. That kind of stuff is tough.
And that's part of the reason, which that's also, like the availability of the people that, say that are in multiple bands, that becomes an even bigger issue now, because now you're juggling like 3 other bands, right? And then I have bands that say to me, they're like, okay, but they are in a different band, and they'll say, okay, but if this other band books something, they take precedence, so I'm going to have to cancel on you. And you're like, okay.
Interesting. But I'm still looking here. I got people saying Scotty Bratcher, I think, said something about my question I asked about how far and distance. I'm trying to find that comment if I can.
I could watch I like that. Dewey's like, I could watch Half-Life every weekend for the record. I know. They're good. His charisma.
It's good. Let me see if I can find that.
I agree. However, I will say this, that for a bar that's doing the booking, even if it's acoustic, depends on like if it's like a new thing and it's like a different vibe type thing. No, you're right. I think it does draw something different. I was going to say, I've just seen some people that just are totally oversaturated. Even their acoustic gigs, I mean, they get like 2 people because they're just sick of it. They're just sick of the person.
Right. And I think if you're a musician doing this for a living, you've got to find other ways to entertain your crowd and draw a different crowd if you're going to try to play 4 or 5 nights a week. Because if it's just the same show, there's only so many people going to come see you. I mean, it's just nature. And you'll have those groupies, those people, and groupie's a horrible term, but your followers who will come religiously to your shows that love you and all that. But that still doesn't pay the bills in the bars when it's only a handful of folks. And Mike's hitting the same thing I said here. Even if you go see a band a couple times a year and the set list is the same, that gets old. It does. I wish more bands would take note of that and just switch it up a little bit. You know, you've got to have a repertoire of music that's a little bigger than just the set. And unfortunately, I tried to get a band booked not too long ago in a venue near me that I really love. And they're like, well, we only have like 70 minutes of music or 75 minutes of music. It's not going to fly.
No.
Well, we open for people. Well, you want $750 to open for somebody? No. You know, that's not gonna fly. So you've got to come up with a way to either have material, and a lot of times bands that don't have new material have somebody in the band that's the common denominator that needs to go because they don't want to learn new songs. Because a lot of guys want to learn new songs. And it's like the jam. It's a grind for those guys in the house band to learn new songs, but you got it. Is.
But you know why? You know why it's been a grind? Because I'm just going to say there's certain people in that band that wouldn't bother trying to learn those songs because it wasn't a priority to them. So, you know, but it's a lot. And they work their butt off. And one of the biggest complaints that we get about the jam is a lack of new songs. But I would say this last year, though, they've worked really hard on trying to get some new songs. And the people or persons that didn't want to learn them, we just said, okay, well, then don't be a part of it,
Well, let me say, too, that goes right down to the people who like to participate in the jam. You have some regulars who like to come each week and be part of that. It's their family. They love it. But they've got to introduce new songs, too, because, if you get up on the stage and all you play is the same song or the same 2 songs every week, that gets old and it's not good for the venue. It's really not. So it's just, Bob, that's a great comment. Thank you for that. I think if you play festivals and out of town events and things, you can have the same set list too. I mean, if you're like Bob's band, there's a certain wheelhouse they're in, and most people are not going to be repeat offenders that are going to come see you every week. You're going to go to a town 90 miles away. You're going to play these songs and people are going to love you. And then you're going to go 90 miles away again. Scotty Bratcher, the same. He's touring. He's out there on the road, and you can do that. But I guarantee you, Scotty, there's his comment. He said 60 miles, 90 days. And that's in a lot of contracts for national acts too. That they're not, or venues that book national acts, you can't book the same 60-mile radius within 90 days of the show because it just doesn't sell tickets otherwise. Somebody may pick the new venue or the other venue. So I don't know. It's the whole oversaturation thing. I mean, I get people want to make money. They want to be in their band, but on the other side, it's tough.
comments.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Wow. There's so
West
much
Side.
jam that is being said. There's a lot more to the jam. What do you mean? The jam's phenomenal.
Let me get to Robert's comment there. I'm trying to find it here. I'm buried in comments
I don't know what
today.
he means by that.
Yeah, Robert, please tell us what that means.
No, what do you mean?
Love to know. Love to know. And Scotty says, what about bands that rip off each other's set lists and go in for way less money? Oh, yeah. That's just a whole other thing.
A lot of people complain about it. That's why a lot of people stopped. Like last year was one of our, I would say, slowest years with the jam because there was hardly any new music being played. And it's not, and that's not me doing that. It's just, there just wasn't. And this year, like there's been a lot new music.
Well, you know what I noticed about that, Ceris, and I was a staple at the jam for a long time, was that people would start arriving when they knew the house band was going to be done.
Right. But now
because they've heard those songs.
They've heard the songs over and over again. It's the same. It's, it's you're talking about the same set list every couple of months. Well, what about the same set list every week? It's got to change, and we're talking about the house band. We're talking about, like, there are some of the musicians that play every week that play the same music as well. But I mean, we're talking about the house band that's different. I mean, I can't. Hi, Rick. Missed you on Sunday.
Thank you, Rick. And Kevin Cooper has it too. One new song per week minimum, the opening set going forward. Good job, Kevin Cooper. Nice. Thank you. And that's what needs to happen. And you got to have people that are excited about it because the audience is excited. Listen to what Rick said there. I mean, Rick loves the jam. He's another one who's there a lot. And the jam is epic. It is. Every time I go there, I think it's epic because
it is.
But your whole bar is magical from that aspect. I mean, I saw something Sunday that I don't know that I'll ever see again. And that's Angela Combs and Rick Kern singing together on stage. I mean, it's just wild. And that to me makes it, because that's what's fun. It's not the same old shit. And don't get me wrong. I love all the bands that I go see and the people, but if you don't change your set list in 3 years, you're failing. I mean, you really are failing as a band.
Set list in 3 years. I mean, do you even care anymore? Like what? Like
no, it's for cash, man. That's what it is,
Yeah.
And Rick says, got to mix it up a little. Yes, absolutely.
I agree, Rick. I agree.
Kara loves Daisy.
She's sweet.
Hi, Chris Reese. Thank you for being here. And I didn't see Megan's comment. I see Casey was commenting on something there, but I'm missing a lot of comments today, guys. I'm sorry they're flying by me here, but Damon, I haven't seen Damon in a while on the show. So let's see. He says, I don't mind seeing the same once a month.
There's some that I don't mind either seeing that
Right. And in the old days, and I always go back and say that long before your time, Ceris, most bars had house bands.
Yeah.
Played 5-6 nights a week. And people went out because they wanted to go out. They didn't go out because of the band. They went out because it was their place to hang out. Right.
And I wish it back then, I don't feel like it was as expensive to run a bar. No, it's a lot more expensive to run a bar now, but I always think about that. I always think about like the house bands that I would want, like from the bands that we have today, which bands I would want as like my house bands. And
I was working for $25 cash and a bottle of Jim Beam a night in those days. I mean, nobody cared. I mean, it was just you're playing music, you're having fun, and I don't even touch Jim Beam anymore. There's Megan's comment. It says, I would be creeped out if someone came to see me 3 or 4 times a week. Get ready, Megan. I'm gonna start stalking you.
I'm coming to see you.
I'm coming to see you, Megan. Brian's on here. Let's see what he says.
Megan.
Now there's Brian. I knew 3 songs when I first played the jam, but I also needed to start somewhere. I now text the house band in advance to at least one of 2 new ones. And That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. And that's what the jam's about. You know, that's what it should be about, that you get to text the jam. Like, you're a regular that sings, and we freaking love it. You, Johnny, that play, like, we have all of these regulars, and I want them to feel comfortable messaging the band and being like, any chance we can learn this song, I'd love to play it.
And Carla, that's a great comment. I want to be that asshole heckler in the audience who yells, "Get some new freaking material, dude." I've been hearing these same jokes for 3 years. You know, definitely. Anthony Wilson in the house. How are you? Says, haven't been on in a long time, but it's good to be back. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in so long. Anthony's a good dude. Dewey says, will the house band be learning Neil Diamond's America for the Star Spangled Jam next week? When Ceris gets her citizenship, ladies and gentlemen, next Thursday, it's going to be an epic party.
I'm so excited.
Epic party.
I get sworn in on the 20th.
I swear at you all the time.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You swear back. It's kind of fun. Yeah. It is. Yes. And Megan says she has enough of those. Well, Megan, you know, I'm going to tell you, if you want to go incognito, putting on a Bengals hat is not quite going to get it. She was trying to hide with her glasses and her Bengals hat the other night, you know, being a big celebrity that she is and all that.
Megan, I don't even remember where you live, so you're good to go. You're fine.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to stalk her. Yes, just for the eyebrows.
They do have the best house band. I agree, Melody. I love the house band.
Yes. Kara, you are correct. Back in the day.
Yeah, Kevin, I want that song played. I like that song. Kevin, let's get what Dewey's the Tom Petty song.
That was Neil Diamond's song, by the way. Wasn't it? Coming to America?
Oh yeah, Neil Diamond. Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry, my bad.
Or they could play American Girl too, Tom Petty. That'd be good.
Playing a lot of American songs.
America.
All
right, I'm getting to a few more comments. We're talking really, we got started talking about oversaturation and how often a band should play in a certain demographic area. And but this has gone into some interesting conversation. There's Jim from, well, I can't say the band he used to be in. I don't think he's in it anymore, but he says I've seen plenty of musicians develop bad habits, playing campfire versions of songs, having to correct them in a band. Yeah.
Read Bob Klein's comment for anybody that wants to branch out.
Where are we at here? Bob Klein. There it is. He says there are definitely ways to branch out into other towns successfully. Some amazing bands in Southwest Ohio. Message me if you want to. I am more than happy to point you to some great places in Columbus. We need more quality bands playing up here. Thank you, Bob Klein. He's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
I like him.
Me too.
Yes. Isn't that great? Jamie Minnick's in the house. How are you, Jamie?
No.
Nice to see you the other day.
I'm going to see her all weekend.
Yeah. Are you? Oh, you've got, who is it this weekend?
Because we have Half-Life and then the Glow Party and then Friendsgiving.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. And Melody says the Bell and the Bear has the best house band. It's amazing night of great music. Yeah, it is. And that's why people go, to enjoy a night of great music. And worked at Annie's. Prisoner played there every other weekend and packed the house. Yeah, back in those days that happened all the time. And it was accepted. But people also really followed bands, I think, a lot more back in those days as their entourage, so to speak. You know, I mean, the band was going to guarantee you'd have 50 to 100 of their fans there every night they played. I don't see that as much anymore. I saw it with Abe's Lincoln the other night, though. I will say that.
Well, I think there are some bands that really have their own crowd. 100%.
American Woman, stay away from me.
Away from me.
That's good. I don't know. You guys will figure that out and it'll be epic, I'm sure. I can't wait to be there for it. And Josh Baker's from ATP, Bob, if he reaches out to you after the party. So do that. And yeah, that's cool. What's Heather got to say here? Half-Life. She's so excited. Half-Life's got a bunch of great guys in it as well. They're good people too. They're fun.
Oh,
And
nice.
hi, Brad. Brad's in the house.
Hi, Brad.
Proud to be an American is Lee Greenwood, Megan Miller. Yes. Or as we know it as the most played song at every VFW across America on the jukebox. It has its own moniker and title, but I won't use it. Yes. Thank you, Bob. Said, what are you saying? And Bob may be coming down, be down with his wife. I think it's his wise Sarah, but she's probably wise too. But
wise wife.
Cassette Junkies at the Bell and the Bear. That'll be fun.
That will be fun.
That'll be fun. I may have to make that one too, Bob. I like the Cassette Junkies, even though Megan's in it. I like it. I do. Gina McCann's here. Hi, Gina. Hope you're feeling better.
Hey, beautiful Gina. Hope you feel better.
Yes. Danny Frazier has his line dancers. They follow him everywhere. Yeah. There's a kid named Noah Back that plays, and he's got this following of these ladies who I dearly love. They dance. They do line dances to his songs and all that. And Noah Back's just another. He's solo artist, but he's got a good little following as well. It's fun to see that kind of stuff happening again. And what else we got here? Carla's just talking about Miss Daisy. So can we talk just for a second? We're about out of time, but can we talk for just a second about over-the-top followers or groupies, as I like to refer to them sometimes?
Yeah. You go.
I think you all that live in the music world, that play music, know that there is there are some people who become very annoying. Very annoying. God bless the USA. Thank you, Brandon Harvey. You know I know that song, but I'm in a mode today.
I'm working. I'm trying to work.
Yeah. So don't be that person.
Why don't you give examples of what you mean by that?
Oh, would you like me to?
I would. I would
Thank
like
you,
examples.
You know, you love it when I put you on the spot. So now you're putting me on the spot, but I'll say people that won't leave the band alone, that, you know, follow them and want to take their entire break to be in their face, or want to get up on the stage with the band and overstep their boundaries. And, you know, the t-shirt, I'm with the band t-shirt type thing that they wear without wearing it. It's like they want everybody to know they follow this band, and it gets just annoying as shit. That's just one example. You know,
who this person is.
the ones who message me on a daily basis saying, "Oh, this is a fantastic band and you've got to have them on your show," and blah, blah, blah. And I'll reach out to them, and the band's like, "Oh, we're not interested in that shit." You know, right. So who told you that? And I say their name. Oh, okay. That guy or that girl. You know, I don't know. Anybody have band people
saying stuff?
Give an example of their behavior. Well, I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, they certainly think they deserve to just, if, for lack of a better term, just if they were a national act, they'd be like, I deserve to be in the green room with them. I deserve to be here because I follow them every week. Well, the band doesn't necessarily think that. And the band would like to meet all the people who come to see them, not just you on the break. That's just one example. The other one is people that want to talk like or gossip like they know everything about the inner workings of the band that the band may not want everybody to know. That's another whole quagmire shit. So I'm just there. I could go on and on, but I won't. And yes, Kevin Cooper, thank you for that. The goal is to find followers that toe the line between dedicated and scary. Ever had a scary person, Kevin Cooper? I think you have. that's a little over the top following you. Brandon, I saw you got on stage with Rockstar the other night.
Nice.
That was fun.
Where were they playing?
They were at Tina's place up in Springfield, and Brandon sang Purple Rain with them. So that's kind of cool.
Nice.
Love those collabs. I would like to
see that. I would have loved to see that.
Love the collabs when you're invited. Yeah. We've talked about the non-invite collabs sometimes. Yeah. You don't bum rush the stage on a band, but if you get invited up, certainly it's your decision to do that. I've seen a lot of musicians say, no, I'm here to watch tonight. I'm not going to sing with you, but and Joshua says, yes, we had one. They no longer come out. Sometimes you got to put your foot down and just say, look, you're overstepping your boundaries. Unfortunately, you may lose a fan or a follower, but some of these people get way over the top. And, wearing the band t-shirt's one thing. Wearing the band t-shirt and thinking you own the band and run the band is a whole different animal. And that Megan's probably got some.
Oh, sorry, baby.
Wow, Megan, throw the F-bomb out there.
So that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when people try to talk to me when the band is playing. Can you shut up? I'm quite literally listening to the band. I have friends that still do that to me, and I'm like, shut up.
The other annoying thing I used to have is someone who's in a band sitting with you at a table watching another band, and they want to try to out harmonize and sing better than the band. That drives me nuts too. Quit, we're here to hear that band, not you. I'll come see you play someday. But there's stage 4 clingers. Paige said, yeah, that's what I call them too. Interesting. But yeah, that's a whole nother show. But I wanted to bring that.
I'm going to watch it, Brandon. Thank you.
We see Chris Reese. We appreciate all those who find in their.
Am I friends with your wife on the social medias? I have no ideas.
Okay, I'm going to battle with Chris Reese for a moment. Just let me battle with him for a second. Chris Reese, I love you. You can sing Kumbaya. You can put your arms around everybody, but you can't deny there has been someone in your life as a singer in a band that has annoyed the shit out of you. You can't deny that. If you do, you're lying, Chris Reese. I'm sorry. There's always that one that takes it too far. And I appreciate everybody that comes to my stuff. I do. Are some people over the top annoying? Sometimes they are. But you got to balance that. And there's been times where I've said to people, I'm on a stage for a reason. This stage is for me to entertain people. It's not for you to be on. So just understand that. And that's the same thing goes with the band. And Bob says literally almost knocked out. Man, we're throwing the F-bombs today. The set in Wilmington because he yelled out constantly, play some crew. They invited him, then invited himself on stage. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a whole nother animal there with, hey, my son over here can sing.
Chris was being sarcastic, he said.
Who was?
Chris said I was being sarcastic.
All right, Chris Reese. Sorry. I was ready to fight.
This is a touchy subject. It's got everybody throwing the F-bombs and getting all hyped up.
I knew when we said it.
Melody.
And Brandon, I'm glad you got up there with those guys. I love Rockstar, the great people, and Toy Hobbs, one of the best humans I know, and Rick Peeper, another one I just love. Just a wonderful, great band there. So I'm glad you got up with them. What's Kevin say? He said I had a country club gig where some high roller wanted to sing "Suspicious Minds" with us, and he tipped us enough dollars to replace the mic he dropped. He had broken it. Yeah.
I had a funny incident at the bar. This was years ago. This couple, I don't know where he's from. I don't know who he is. I mean, he lives here now, but he was from out of town. And he quite literally tried to get up on stage to sing with the band. Was a very, bougie, entitled dude. And the band was like, sir, get off the band. And we were all like, sir, you can't just go up on stage. And he goes he's like with his accent, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? If I want to get up on stage and sing, I should be able to get up because you have no idea who you're dealing with. You just kicked off a star off of your stage. No idea. And he was so butthurt that we wouldn't allow him to get up on stage and sing with the band before without even asking permission or anything. And he left and he didn't come back. And then I saw them come back about probably 6 months ago. And I think he was there this past Friday. And I kept watching him to make sure he wouldn't just fucking jump on stage again. But I think he learned his lesson. I was just like, no, you don't have that right at all.
Carla said she's even told her own man to shut up. She wants to hear the song. Yeah, I get it. All right. Eric from Mojo Rising. By the way, they just played The Beach. How fun is that?
I know, that's awesome.
Yes.
I am not shocked by the amount of people without self-awareness, Eric. I see it every day. I deal with it all the time. And it is amazing how I just laugh at this point. Man, I was married to it too.
I heard somebody tell Jeep at the door the other night, well, I know Ceris.
Oh my God, that's the funniest thing. I'll be standing right there.
I know Ceris.
People go, I know Ceris, the owner. And I'm right there. I was like, do you? She's not here tonight.
I want a t-shirt that says, I know Ceris.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, Brandy Evans, here she is. She probably got some good stories too. Some girl kept going up on stage trying to sing into the mic, but the sound guy kept it muted. She was so drunk that she thought that it was broken. Yeah, bar stars, man. Yeah. Bar stars. All right, we got to get out of here. Let's see what Doug Staub has to say. He says the worst is when you're wearing in-ears and people constantly making. Yeah, they don't understand you can't hear. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Pretended to be deaf.
That's funny.
Well, there we go. Melly says my husband is terrible about bending someone's ear when listening to music. All right, we're going to start dogging out on the husbands here. We're going to get out of here. Ceris is voice to text. Yes. Thank you for being my co-host, Ceris.
Thank you, Scott. It's my pleasure. Ceris.
It's wonderful. Tell everybody what's happening at the bar this weekend. You mentioned it earlier, but hit it again.
Thor, there's no more food in there. It's a great week. Tonight we have our PB&J Tuesdays, $2 PBRs, $3 Jameson. Tomorrow we have Del and Rob taking the stage. That's going to be awesome. I love those two together. Thursday we jam. Friday Half-Life takes the stage. Saturday is the glow party. The biannual. We have 2 glow parties a year with the whammies. Sunday is Friendsgiving. I'm providing some meat and everybody's bringing a side. So join us for some fun.
Awesome. Well, I'm headed to the Miamisburg Moose tonight. Who goosed the moose? Hey, we're doing something fun there, though. They're doing their holiday food drive to provide for families less fortunate, and I've bought into that a little. So if you bring some food items, if you're coming tonight that are on the list of approved items that they're using to make these boxes, you can get some free points on your trivia score tonight. So come on in and do that. It's so much fun. And that's where I'm going to be. And tomorrow night, the championship finals at Heather's, the big culmination of 33 weeks of a season there. It's going to be so much fun.
And then next month,
bringing that to you. Do we? We got to talk about that. But yeah, okay. Yeah. And it's going to be tomorrow night's going to be wild. We have 24 teams playing for thousands of dollars in prizes. So it's cool. Nice. They all accumulated the most points. You know how many teams we had this year? Just get this, 400 different team names that played this year in the season. That's really cool. And either that or it's really bad because it means they only came once and left, never came back. But no, it's a blast at Heather's, and Heather's such a great host. We love her. So I got to give another shout out to Mr. Burrows. If you saw some of the stuff I've been posting about the bougie brunch the other day, that was insane. 6 guys in a room with 100 drunk women. It was fun. A lot of fun. That's it.
Yeah, reply on the Friendsgiving event if you're coming with what you're bringing so we don't double up.
Don't double up. Did I get an invite to that? Or am I off that list? I don't know.
It's not. No,
I know. It's your regular thing. It's on Sunday, right?
Invited. Yeah, it starts at 2.
Okay. Friendsgiving. Thank you, everybody, for being a great. What do we want to call them today? Friends. Thanks for being a friend today. You guys were wonderful.
Friend.
We're going to get out of here, and I will join you again. I do not have a band tomorrow for Wednesday with the band, so I will join you on Thursday with Who's Playing Out at 5 o'clock live here. And we are bringing you something new. I mentioned it on the show yesterday. Since there's so many of you on today, I'll mention it again. We're going to do some one-on-one Wednesdays, not just Wednesday with the band. So we might be talking just individual artists about their craft and when they started playing music and all that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, just one-on-one interviews and that this coming year. So join us for some of that. And Ceris, thank you. Good dialogue today. Wonderful stuff.
Wonderful.
You're wonderful. Bye, Daisy. Say bye, Daisy.
Bye, Daisy.
Daisy looks unimpressed. She's like, I just want to love my mom. We're out of here, everybody. Thanks for watching. Get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. Thank you, Chris Reese, for endorsing that idea. I appreciate that very much. And Heather, thank you. We appreciate you. Josh Baker, thank you so much. Gina McCann, the lovely Gina McCann. Love you. Thank you all. Are you out of food?
No.
Oh. You didn't eat as much during the show. I know.
Stacy in my lap. That's why.
Thanks, Sugar Rock. Thank you, Josh. Thanks, Melody.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great day, peeps. Hey, here's the disclaimer, Ceris.
Disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they represent.
We out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. See you, Casey. Hi, Angela. I didn't know you were on here. Angela Combs. What a beautiful voice that lady has. Yes. We gone. If I can get it to go bye-bye.